Hey again. So, going in my head was can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. It's like, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. So, just to remind everybody, you can start low and go high, you can start high and go low. Life is like a genetic sequence. You're just going to keep going and going. It's the dance of life. So this morning I was heavy emotion, and I'll be honest, for the last 2 weeks I've been going through some stuff, and a lot of it has to do with past coming up, and I've still tried to put on that happy face. I'm okay, I'm doing great, and we all tend to do that. And one thing that gets us in that feeling stuck and bogged down is the shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have done this, I could have done that. If I would have done that, it would have ended up like this. But I mean, you can be a ping pong ball, or you can just do what we talk about. Let it go. Let it ebb and flow, just like the ocean. You're going to have your rise and your fall, and it's okay, because we're human and we have to be gentle with ourselves. We have to learn to be as forgiving of ourselves as we are with the people around us. Because if we weren't forgiving with the people around us, we'd be sitting in a room all alone, correct? So understand, you're always in a room with yourself. And if you cannot be nice to yourself, if you cannot love yourself, if you cannot respect yourself, no one else in the world is going to do that for you. So to be able to move out of that mindset, get out of the shoulda, coulda, woulda. No ifs, ands, or buts. No regrets. If you got to start singing the song, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. If it helps you, awesome. I'm here to help you. Because there's days that I have to tell myself that I was not born a quitter. None of us were born to be a quitter. But we meet people that beat us down to where we want to quit. You might have a job that you hate. God, I want to quit it. You might hate your life so much, you want to quit it. You might have friends you can't stand and you want to quit them. You might have relationships that are failing and you just want to quit. But don't quit. Never quit on yourself. Whatever's holding you back, push it to the side. If you still have to be in the same house with that, the same room, the same life, try to be flexible with yourself. Because that's one thing. There was a movie a long time ago, Sleeping with the Enemy. And I realized who I was living with probably about 3 years before I left him. And the day I realized it, I told myself, don't let him know that you know. Because the one thing about a narcissist, you never call them out. If you're going to call them out, you better have a lot of emotional strength, a lot of faith, a lot of spirit, to where that ego just, okay. Don't let them get to you. Because when you call a narcissist out, they have your number. They will do anything in their power to destroy you, because what you've done is you've ripped their mask off. And they're not going to look at themselves. You have now become the prey that they seek to destroy. So be very careful when it comes to dealing with one of these people. And they're all over the place. It's like my daughter came and set it up for me last night. I'm sitting outside trying to catch some breath. And I've always told them, try to avoid toxic people. So she comes up and says, Mama, it's like this. Toxic person, toxic person, toxic person. And just keeps going back and forth. And as sad as it is, I'm laughing because I'm like, that's how the world is. We have to learn to deal with them in a certain way, or we will be sitting all alone, right? And sometimes it's not bad to be alone. Sometimes you need to be alone to reassess the environment you're in, the people that you're dealing with, the choices that you're making, your goals, what really matters in life. Because when we're taught by a societal standard, we basically push all morals and universal laws to the side. That the things that truly should govern us are overlooked. And it's sad that this is our reality, but it's what we're working with, and it's outdated mindsets, outdated ways of thinking that we need to actually upgrade our system. We constantly upgrade our cell phones, our computers, our homes, our vehicles. We're constantly upgrading on a materialistic level, right? But at no point is anyone going, I need to upgrade my way of thinking. I need to upgrade my consciousness. I need to upgrade even the genetics within my body, because we have the ability to enhance or decrease things that we're working with. And that's almost like the pineal gland in your body. It's small like a pea. And what is fed to us and what's in our water and our toothpaste and things like that actually will calcify this pineal gland, which is like the working function of being open, where you're using your extra sense, intuition, creativity, things that are more of a spiritual nature that have been tucked way down inside of us and kind of cemented over, so that we learn to be good little worker bees. Because our new position in this life is to serve the fat cat. Aren't you tired of that? Aren't you tired of watching the rich get richer while the poor get poorer? Aren't you tired of watching those that have no right to make laws to break them and then punish the masses with these? It actually allows for a door of profiting. And it reminds me of my favorite movie, being Idiocracy, to where if you haven't seen it, you should definitely check it out. But it's where the intelligent people overthink having children. When I'm ready, I'll get there. It'll be fine. Well, they think so long, they stop having children. And then you've got the ones that aren't thinking about anything. Nothing really matters, right? Just pleasure me. They overpopulate the world, which leads to a lot of idiocracy. And when I first saw it, probably about 12 years ago, I was like, man, I'm glad that I don't live in that world. And I started looking around, I was like, oh man, I live in that world. And it's not to down everybody, but everyone's so busy upgrading what everyone can see, they have forgotten the one thing that's important. The powerhouse of this world. Because we're so powerful that we manifest everything before our eyes. And most people at this point are stuck on fear, war, money, poverty, need, lack, these lower vibrational mindsets. So when you get into a higher vibrational mindset, you can actually start to see those things happening very quickly. What you want, you will get. Be careful what you wish for. And definitely do not keep living in that negative emotion from the past, the shoulda, coulda, woulda. Instead, focus on a goal. Create something that will be abundant for you and your children, generational wealth, something that will continue to pay off, something that will bring a difference to this world, something of a positive nature. Because like I just had to remind my boyfriend, positivity leads to prosperity. So when we're stuck in that negative mindset, what are you getting in exchange? Grief, pain, need, want, just this always in lack. We can get out of this state of being just by saying, you know what? I'm thankful for what I have. I don't need anything else. I have exactly what I need, and it's okay for me to want more. But right now, I'm thankful that my needs are met. And you might think that you have nothing, but I'll tell you, if you've got even the air to breathe and you're waking up every day and just a little bit of hope in your heart, you've got more than a lot of people. Because the mustard seed of faith can bring you miraculous things. And you just have to learn to trust in the divine and what you're asking for with a pure heart, and something that's going to lead to a betterment and raising the vibration of this planet. Because right now where we're at, if you look at it as spider webs, we're choking everything out. Even humans, our own species at this point. So when we get to the point of we're killing it all, we have become a virus to Mother Earth. And what that leads to is the extermination of the pest. So let's try to stop being the pest. You're going to hear it not just from me. A lot of people will tell you, you're either a part of the solution or you are a part of the problem. Which side are you playing on? And it's just like you have two wolves. Which one do you feed? The good or the bad? And the thing is, you got to learn to feed them equally. Because we all have that negativity, bad, within us. But just like a battery cell has negative and positive, one side's no greater than the other. But the battery cannot function if it's not both sides. So we've got to get out of this too much, too little, too much, too little. Because you can get stuck. You can get trapped in what you would call a karmic cycle, a karmic loop. That if you refuse to learn the lessons, you refuse to do the work, you refuse to think outside of yourself, you'll keep meeting yourself. And that's hard, because when you meet people and you're like, God, I can't stand them. If you're honest with yourself, you'll find a bit of them inside of you, because we are all a reflection of one another. We all have two sides that we need to bring back into balance. So, like I said, can't stop, won't stop, can't stop, won't stop. Keep up the smiles, keep up the peace, keep up the love. We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So I won't even go into the rest of that thought, because it just took me off into I guess it's Dukes of Hazzard. But check everybody later. Have a good day. Bye.